I think you have already touched upon some academic reforms. I think let's talk about what academic reforms happened in the last 3 years, especially also in the context of NEP 2020. So NEP 2020, as you know, has been a major catalyst that for reformation in Indian education system. So how has IIT Gandhinagar interpreted NEP, and how has this been implemented at IIT Gandhinagar?
One of the strongest point of NEP 2020 is multidisciplinary program, multidisciplinary education. IIT Gandhinagar, right from its start, imbibed this idea not because of just NEP 2020 implementations, but in its own philosophy that multiple discipline exposure to student is the best thing in time to come. Today's engineering has become cross-disciplinary. Problems that one needs to solve spread over multiple disciplines, and therefore a student of tomorrow can become a very successful profession only if he is exposed to multiple disciplines at the same time. Our programs start with general education courses where students get exposure to general education, general engineering education. They also do undergraduate research, independent projects, which shape how they would like to learn the research and problem solving ability. Students can also define their own education landscape through open electives, through various elective systems. Students can take their programs, convert their programs into dual degree programs, can exit out early if they wish to, can explore multiple other options, and can re-enter if they need to. And all of these are very powerful tools in the hand of students. Some of those programs, for example, a dual degree program where a student of civil engineering can do BTech in civil engineering and masters in computer science, are very, very powerful mechanisms.
I think we have recently done some changes in the BTech curricula, especially making it an AI-driven BTech curricula, and also introduce multilingual education through Hindi courses, especially in the first year. So, what guided this decision making for these reforms?
NEP 2020 also envisages a similar thing where students should be able to learn in their own different ways. The focus on NEP 2020 is on learning. And going with this line, many times when the students come from various different states, IIT Gandhinagar today covers almost close to 35 union territories and states. Students from these places come and stay in IIT Gandhinagar with different backgrounds, different cultural backgrounds, different linguistic backgrounds. These students often find a little tough to adjust in the beginning. And at that time, some support that can be provided to them is largely in terms of education in their own language media. NEP 2020 also strongly advocates that, and IIT Gandhinagar brought that in the curriculum. First year students can choose either language in English instruction or language as Hindi, whichever one is more comfortable for them. And I believe that in time to come, the language doesn't matter. But initially, with too many overwhelming changes, it helps. AI, on the other hand, is the need of the technology today. In every technical sphere, AI is being incorporated. Our students should be future proof, should be future ready, and therefore AI is introduced in the curriculum. I remember in 70s and 80s when computer science education was made a compulsory education in all engineering, people actually thought, will this be a good idea? Today, this is not an issue at all. We are again in the same defining crossroads where we should be looking at AI being incorporated in all engineering curriculum to be a mandatory course. Perhaps 10 years, 15 years down the line, it will start giving us the fruits of this.
So I think NEP also talk about flexibility and student-centric education. So IIT Gandhar has been emphasizing on flexible entry, multiple exit options, re-entry in academic program, and interdisciplinarity pathways. So, what does student-centric education mean in practice for IIT Gandhinagar?
In a short answer, student-centric mean that whatever we do, it is for the benefit of students. It is for the benefit of learning of the students. It's for the benefit of creating a career for future of the student. Um, but in practice, it means a lot. It means giving a student an exposure to various forms of education, various different pathways of education, multiple disciplines of education, giving them an ability for them to be able to pursue the career of their own choice, even if they got engineering in some degree, engineering admission into some degree program, because of the JE rank, they should be able to choose their own pathway. And that's a very, very defining path. We allow students to do various different art forms. Art at IIT Gandhinagar is a very powerful tool. Um, Explorer Fellowship, which actually gives them an exposition to the country as a whole, society as a whole. Graham Fellowship, international exposure. All these are abilities for us to be able to expose to the students to various problems that humanity faces, various issues that can be solved through technical interventions, and thereby students can actually start taking role in that and be the future professional leaders.
So I think in the last 3 years, we have also redesigned our timetabling, the way we timetable, and introduced squad structures into the system. So how important is this shift for meaningful learning?
So in the timetables, we did two major changes. One, all our classrooms, all our classes were made 1.5 hour long. 1.5 hour long classes make two various important changes. One, in a class, people can try longer experiments, longer things, can switch from one topic to other, and that's a possibility. Second, it also avoids timetable conflicts and thereby giving students multiple choices for pursuing their interdisciplinary career. In addition to this, quad courses, which are roughly equal to one-fourth of a regular course, also provide an ability for a student to try out certain things and see if they develop interest in that area and pursue that in case they do. It also allows them to interact with visitor program, international visitors, national visitors who can come for short term and very renowned people. Interaction of students at this early age with renowned people is a luxury that quad course permits people to be engaged in this method.